Okay, this is the light from the ceiling fan in the bedroom, and it's broke. It broke so long ago I didn't even when it broke. But anyways, I got a new switch for it here, so we're gonna put this new switch on there. This is a three-way switch. Whoops. And I'm not gonna need that thing, so we'll set that aside for later. Use it for something else. So let's look at the schematic on this. So the first one is black. So let's see here. And you can put this on any sequence you want, but I like to do from dark to bright. So the first one I'm going to do, first position here is red. So I'm going to take the red and put it on here, and this will be the first setting. Now the second setting is blue, so that will be the outside. Oh, I see. No, okay. Why is there so many wires in there? That's extra. This is the lead. Okay. So the blue wire is going to go on this one. And my other wire nut has disappeared. What happened? That's so ridiculous. Now this one will have to suffice. Okay. And then the black lead will go to the black lead on here. And another case of mysteriously vanished wire nuts. So hopefully I have another one in here. That one is spoiled. And that one is spoiled too. What the heck? That one's too small. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Okay, this one should be good. Okay, so that's all the wiring done. So undo this. These are a little bit different. I think I'm actually going to use the one that came with the light instead. It's a different pattern. They do the same thing, but the bottom one is from the light, and I think it looks a little bit nicer than the top one. So I'll keep using the one that came original to the light, not the one that came with the switch. And this is the fun part, getting this to actually pack into here. Oh, I just realized why there was missing wire nuts. Well, the original switch did not have leads on it. The wires just went right into the switch. That's why there was no wire nuts present. Yeah, it makes a bit more sense now. Let's see here. Whoops. It's really not doing what I want it to do here. This doesn't fit in here exactly as it needs to. The this part will not go on there properly, and it's going to be a whole other freak show. Okay, that should do. Make sure these are all on there properly. I'm not going to have anything coming off. That would pose for some problems. Now I have to try to move the wires away from where the screws are going to screw in. Okay, that fit in there pretty well. And hopefully we don't have any missing screws. Looks like we don't. Now this screw is actually stripped on this side, so can't get that out of the way, but that's alright. It's good enough. I'm going to go around and fetch the switch cap for the ceiling fan. We'll put the light back on the switch cap. Alright, so here's the cap. This is the reason why this step is important. That's why I want to film this. You got to be very careful when you put these things on the lights. This one was actually done improperly the first time it was put on, and as you can see, there is a scratched ring and some other damages to the finish of this. So that's unfortunate, but that's how it is. But there is a way to avoid that, and it's very simple, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. Take that off. Make sure these screws don't get lost. Actually, I'll just take all of them out. Okay. Wires go through a hole like this. Let's get a better angle on this. Okay. Now this is threaded on here. This thread's on here, so you can screw this on. However, this is where we gotta do something different. You never want to screw it down to the point where this touches, okay? You want to screw it down enough so there's about 1/8 of an inch or a centimeter or two of a gap down there. So I'm going to keep screwing this, and I'm going to leave it right about there. So this is not going to damage the finish of the cap or the light kit, and there's plenty of space up here at the top to be able to screw on the nut. Alright, this camera's getting a little glitchy here. I don't know what's going on. I don't like that. I think I really got to get a new video taker. Okay, so this one has a lock washer. Not all of them have it, but this one does, so that goes on first. And then the nut goes on here after that. Just screw this on here. And if I have a wrench that is this size, I do. Going to screw this down until it is completely tight. Okay. Now, if it's spinning at this point, which it is, that is because the nut below the kit, and actually, you know what? I'm going to take this off and film this too, because this is another issue that I've run into more than once. This probably should have been done before. Well, no, I know it should have been done before putting this on here. And actually, a side note, since that was almost happening there, be careful not to twist these wires around too much. Easy to do when you're screwing this or unscrewing this. Now, okay, we're kind of in a junky situation here because what's happening now is this is not actually unscrewing, it's just kind of spinning in there. So, I tell you, nothing is ever easy. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the this little part off of here again. This is going to turn into like a 25-minute freak show here. I thought this was going to be a 5-minute repair. Well, anyways. So what's happening is all these that nut in there has come loose. So now it's spinning, so I'm going to tighten this one up here. This is at a very, very awkward angle. Let's see if I can make it tight enough just to be able to undo the other thing. If I can undo this, it'll be easier to tighten it from the outside. Nope. Tisk. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my adjustable wrench. I don't have two of the same wrench. And I'm going to put this in here to hold this in place. And then I will undo the outside here. That did not work at all. Okay. Come on. Oh, great. Alright, so now, oh man, now the whole light kit is really jacked up here. This, oh man. Alright, well, now that that's off, I can get this dumb thing off of here, because this is really irritating me now. Okay, looks like this might have cross-threaded or something for a moment there. Alright, now that's off. I think I'm just going to have to start all over again, plus extra steps now. Oh, great. Now that's stuck on there too. Alright, let's think of what other things could possibly go wrong while doing this. Well, no, the shades have shattered. That's good. That could happen. And at this rate, it probably will. I sure hope not, because I don't have any extras. Okay. Now we have to pretty much rebuild this whole entire light kit, because this is really screwed up. So, I'm going to take this little thread thingy here, whatever it's called, and I'm going to put it back inside of there. And it's not actually threaded in through this piece. It's only held on by these bolts. So it's very important that the bolts are of, tight. Otherwise, nothing really holding it on. So I'm going to try again with my adjustable wrench in here. I think that's holding it on now. I'll go back out to this side. And screw this on. Well, I'd like to get the bolt under the tag. Okay. I want to make this very tight. Don't want this to really come undone. Okay. That should be good. Alright, I'm going to leave that open in case we have another freak show, because you never know. Stuff's getting pretty sketchy with this repair. So now, as I had mentioned before, I'm going to put this back on. And this part, unlike that lighting housing, this is threaded, so this threads on. There's a little bit of space under there. Put the washer on here. How long is this going? 17 minutes. Yeah, that's not too bad. Get the washer going on here. And we'll give this a tighten. Okay, so now both these pieces are very secure and tight on here, and there's enough space that nothing will get damaged. And like I said, unfortunately this was put on improperly originally, and so it's a little bit scratched up, but if this was a new light kit or just prevent further damage, that is how you do it. So now I'll make sure all my wires are good in here. And actually, to do this repair, you wouldn't even have to take that off. The only reason I took that off is I put that back on a fan in the time being while I didn't have the switch on hand to replace it. But normally that would be not something you'd take off to replace the switch on one of these. Put this back on now. And these are not machined screws, so, or at least not on this one. This is a cheapo light kit, but on nicer ones, maybe it's not, I don't know. But on this one, these are not threaded machined screws, so don't put them too tight, otherwise it'll strip very easily. Actually, they're both stripping this kit. Oh well. Not too important. So, there you have it. Now that whole contraption can go back on a fan, and hopefully it works, otherwise there'll be a part 2. So, thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you have one, and don't forget to subscribe. Out.